Hey Stampers, Gaynor again, and as I said in the last video, I've been going over some old videos that I've had really good responses to, and I thought I'd revitalise them with different stamp sets. So I'm going to show you another one. This one is opening slightly different than the other card, and a little bit on the wonk that is at the moment, I think. But this is using the All That You Are stamp set, and I've used the leaf and this beautiful flower here, and flowers bloom all for you, and it opens like this. Now the other one opened like that, but because I was using scraps just to make my sample card, this one opens like this. But on the next one I'm going to have it opening that way as the original card was, and that panel just hides that, and I think it's all dressed in nicely with the cardstock. I think it's just beautiful. So you can write your message in there, and they've got two beautiful images. This one's a little bit closer together. I've just spotted that I've gone over there, so let's see if I can get rid of that with me pen eraser. It should do. It's not too bad, but it is a sample card. So yes, I've had over 10,000 views on this card, so I thought I'd revitalise it with a different stamp set. So these are the pieces you're going to need. I'm changing it to purple. I got basic black, which measures 5.5 by 6.25. You are going to need two pieces then, which measure 3 by 3.5. You'll need two pieces of white, which are 2 3/4 by 3.25. I've got a piece of the layer, which is 3.25 by 3 3/4. This is the front panel. So this is going on the inside of the card. This one then will go on the front, and it will be layered up by this one, just to dress the front again like that. Looks so cute. This is for the inside of this piece, which is 8 by 5.25. Simply gonna fold this one and just fold that in half at 4, or you could go in and crease it. It's entirely up to you. I just prefer to fold my cards because I know they tally up on the edge then. And this piece will be going on the inside, which is 5 by 3 3/4. So that's going to go like that. This one we're going to fetch in simply scored, just for one score line. And you're going to put it in at 6.25 at the top, the long side, and just basically score at 2 inches. That is it. And what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to burnish one way, and I'm going to burnish it the other way as well, because it helps my card to stay a lot flatter. So there's our front panel. My scoreboard is just bounced against my leg. So this is going to fit, once that's stamped and popped inside, that is going to lay in there beautifully. This piece then, once stamped, will sit in the centre there. And then this beautiful panel will be stamped over the top, just so you hide it, so it gives you a double fun fold card. So it's, oh sorry, it's all like that, and it all fits inside a normal size envelope. So let's get our white pieces. I'm going to be doing some stamping on those, and I'm just going to grab my Highland header. And a piece of scrap paper, because we are going to be stamping off and doing that beautiful flower as a contrasting colour. I didn't do it on that one, but we're going to do it on this one. We're going to add a little bit of extra oomph, as they say. So I'm going to put all my black pieces to one side for a moment, and this piece of card. Gather up my white. So I'm just going to get a sample piece, if I've got any purple left. I have, yes. just so I can practice. So I'll show you full strength, and then I'll show you a little stamp off and tone on tone, which I prefer better. It looks paler and it just adds a little bit of subtleness. So that's what we're going to be doing around our card, round the outside where the black piece is going to go. So I'm just going to add a very subtle image of this gorgeous flower all the way around the outside. And I'm going to be swapping it. I just think it adds a little bit of something pretty. I will be stamping my other images in black. Just gorgeous, and I can give that a quick wipe over because we're going to be using that again in a moment. And I'm just going to grab my leaf and do exactly the same. So just going in between the flowers where there's a little gap, turning it round as well. Just add something really subtle to the card. I'm just going to pop one now in there and another one there, and I think that is really, really pretty. So when our black piece is laying in there now, you've got something decorative to look at as well. Isn't that pretty? Love that. So give them a quick wipe. I can pop my cloth back now for a moment. And I'm going to fetch in my black memento. So this is going to be the front panel. So I'm just going to get the sentiment and I'm going to pop that down in the bottom corner. Flowers bloom all for you. Isn't that gorgeous? What a lovely sentiment. And then we can take our flower and we can add, I'm just adding 3. It tends to be the norm with a nice card is to keep the flowers in odd number. I don't know why I'm cleaning that. I'm going to be using it again in a minute. And now our beautiful leaf. I'm just having it right next to the flower. No need to mask really because it's going to be a part of the card, so that is absolutely gorgeous. And now for our other piece. Again, I'm going to add 3. I'm going to separate these a little bit more. So maybe I could add the leaf a couple of times. Beautiful. So maybe 2 on each one this time, if I can get them in. Lovely, getting quite close. It's absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And now for the inside of our card, we're just going to do 1 flower just down here in this bottom corner, and I've left enough space then for this beautiful leaf just to tuck in at the side. Gorgeous. I'm leaving it just like that, and then I'm going to do some colouring with our blends. Love the blends. Cleaning off as I go. I will keep the paper there just in case I go over, but I doubt I will. So I'm going to have the light and dark Highland Heather, and I'm going to have the light of the basic black, and I'm going to colour in those stamens. beautiful. I'm going to do that on all of the cards. Doesn't take long to do this bit. Just such a pretty stamp set, really pretty. Oops. I don't know what's happened there. I'm going to move my card out of the way. I do like a nice fun fold card. And I've been doing quite a lot of them recently. I do have a phase where I go through and just do normal foldy cards. And then I love to do the fun fold cards. So I thought, why not revisit some of the old ones? Fetch them back to life. I got a little mark there. If I can't get that out with my sand eraser, then I will just add a gem to it later. Oh, it's still a little bit there, but I don't mind adding a gem to that. And there's a mark on here, I don't know what that is. Oh, there you go, it's gone. I think it was just smudge marks. There we go. I'm going to get rid of the scrap. Love that sand eraser. So I'm going to choose a different colour. I'm going to have light and dark mossy meadow for my leaves. And I'm going to do the dark first. So all I'm going to do is just come down the centre of those leaves. Just beautifully like that. And then we can go over and blend with the light. Absolutely beautiful. Gorgeous. Oh, I missed one there. So I was handy to keep them out. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I love a good image of a flower on a card. I think it's just absolutely stunning. And Stampin' Up come out with some beautiful floral images. Oh, Mr. Boyce is really enjoying himself by the looks of it. And I've got my journaling pen. I didn't do it on the other one. I'm going to add some subtle little dots here, there and everywhere. So now for the dark, I am basically just going to use my pen to go around the stamen. For the darker bits of the centre, and then I'm just going to go around each petal. And then we can blend that in. Isn't that gorgeous? Let me just show you the first one quickly. How fabulous this looks. Isn't that pretty? Absolutely gorgeous. So that's what we're going to be doing on all our flowers. Again, just follow the lines. And this, believe it or not, is a part of the card as well. I love this bit. I get so deep into the colouring. I lose myself. Just leave that for a moment and we'll colour this one in. Just gorgeous. And I like the fact that it leaves, if you don't go over it twice everywhere, like I could go back over that bit there and leave those bits at the back of the flower pale. You could add it, depending on where your light is, it looks like the light has taken over from the front, and I just love that. So let's do this one. So again, just go around the stamen and then round each of the petals. I'm not the best blender in the world, but I try my best. Beautiful. And then again, just go over all of them once. And then just go over the back 3 petals and leave the bottom one pale. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So let's move on to the last section. Again, around the stamen. Around the petals. Beautiful. Love it. Beautiful. I love a good colouring session. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Look at them now starting to come through. Just wonderful. And just go back over the back 3. What a difference it makes. Just pulls all that cut. Isn't that beautiful? Absolutely gorgeous. I'm loving that. So I do have a little boo-boo there, as you can see. So I'm going to grab my journaling pen and I'm going to add those lovely little dots here, there and everywhere. And just add something different to the card. Isn't that pretty? And I'm going to do the same on this one. I will do a couple around the outside of the card. Just around the outside. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Oh look, I've smudged there now. Let me just see if I can get that off first. Because I can hide a dot, I can't hide a smudge. Not bad at all. There goes. Woohoo! And this is one of those Tombow mono sand erasers. Brilliant. So, go and disguise now. Just around the flower. Absolutely gorgeous. I love that. Just going to leave it like that. I think that is so pretty. So, away with the pens. Away with the pens. I love these. I love the blends. Absolutely one of my favourite colouring things at the moment. Beautiful. So, we can now start to build our card. I'm going to add this beautiful, beautiful piece of white card where you can write your message. You could even stamp another sentiment in the centre if you wanted to. But I'm just going to leave it like that. I think that looks adorable. So I'm going to layer this with a nice border all round. Beautiful. And I'm going to use my bone folder just to adhere that card down and get rid of any air bubbles. Absolutely beautiful. Again, give that a good crease, both sides. Helps to keep it nice and flat. And this is the piece that's going to go on there. So I'm going to glue that down. I think with my other card I used I'm Gaynor. Oh, a couple of years ago when, it must be 2 years, 2017, when the celebration was out then. And that seemed to go down a storm with everybody. They loved the I'm Gaynor. So I'm going to line that up. I'm going to get the glue ready on the back. That's going to spread lovely. So I'm going to pull this down and I'm going to try and keep it at least 3 to 4 high, maybe 3.5. And I'm going to try and keep the same distance. That looks pretty straight to me. And then I'm going to rub it down. Beautiful. So, I'm going to pop that on there. This now will get adhered inside here. Lovely little border all the way round. I am loving this. No wonder it had plenty of views. It was just a beautiful card, and I think this is just do it just as much justice as the I'm Gaynor one did. And why not fetch back an old card? Especially as it went down a storm. So again, nice little border all the way round. Looks cool to me. Just going to open that out and give that a good rub down. That is absolutely gorgeous. Love it. Oh, so pretty. And then we're going to add this just so it covers it. And then the surprise is when they open it up and see all that beauty inside. So we're going to layer the card. Oh, I do apologise. I love anything with the colour and the black in between. I think it really sets it off. Beautiful. And now for this gorgeous topper. some glue in the corners. That way you know it's going to stick right down. And let's lay this on nice and neat. And with it being wet glue, you've got that little bit of wiggle space. Give that a good burnish. That is absolutely gorgeous. I think that is absolutely stunning. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add that. Look at the subtleness of that card behind. Absolutely beautiful. So what I'm going to do with this, I am going to add I'm going to add 2 rows of tape and then a bit of glue. That way I can wiggle it until I get it right how I like it. Bang on perfect. I mean, at this, well, before we've added this section, oh look at that, it's coming off on my fingers. We could have added a ribbon here, like say for instance this one, just there behind the panel, and then maybe, or even underneath here, behind this panel, if it was long enough, and then we could have tied that closed. But it's a bit late now, but we may be able to add that as a bow somewhere on there. But I'm just giving you ways to close, or you could just keep it closed. The recipient's not going to want to tie it shut when they've received it anyway, so make sure all the air bubbles are out. That's the most important thing. Remove your back ends. And then add a little bit of glue, because it will help to stick it straight away, but it also give you a space to move it if you need to. And you only need to want to add glue down this left side. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to straighten my card, and then I'm going to make sure that I come just to the edge of that and lay that down. And before it sticks too well, I can just adjust that until I've got it perfectly straight. Isn't that beautiful? And then give that a rub in my bone folder. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to pop the lid on my glue. And then, you know me, gotta have my Winker Stella. Adds just some gorgeousness to a card. I love it. So, just going around. Just beautiful. Love it. Absolutely love it. And because it's alcohol based, the Winker Stella, it seems to darken it a little bit, but only till it dries, and then it comes good again. It just leaves the sparkle behind then. And it doesn't tend to pick up the blends colours like it does with the inks, because you can blend with the inks, but not with the, you can blend with the blends, but only while, you know, but it doesn't seem to pick any of the colour up. Look, see, there's no purple. So I can basically go straight from the flower to the leaves, and it doesn't pick up any of that colour. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And a bit more, oh look how beautiful that is. A little bit more for the inside. Adds a wow to any card, this, the Winker Stella. Just amazing. Like again, no, it's not picked any of the purple up. I mean, the sentiment we've got in there now, that could mean anything. You could add extra sentiments. I mean, flowers bloom for you could mean anything. It could mean on your wedding day, on your birthday, on your anniversary. Just thinking of you. Just look at this shine on that. Absolutely beautiful. And then on the shine on these. Just amazing. And then there's that beautiful image on the front. Just gorgeous. And no, it didn't pick any up. It's not on my finger. Just going to grab a couple of rhinestones. And I'm just going to decorate the bottom half of this card here. 1, 2, and 3. Make sure they're level. Absolutely beautiful. Like I'm saying, you could have attached a bit. You could even still attach if you wanted to. You could just half that. You could attach a piece in there on that side and the other half here, and then close this over, and that would be attached. It wouldn't work. You would have had to have put it under that panel, but again, you could do that anytime. Add that and then tie a little knot there. Beautiful. Instead, let's tie a little bow. Let's separate these. Let's see if we can make a wonderful bow. Easy peasy. Make sure you're knotted in the centre before pulling it really tight. And you could take that off. Isn't that beautiful ribbon? Absolutely gorgeous. I love that. Just so pretty. Grab my scissors. Let's see where we would even add this. Just cut the tails. These won't even go to waste. They can be doubled over and put underneath a sentiment. So don't ruin them. I'll don't get rid of them. And we could even pop that right on the corner there. Or right on the corner there. Or just up there. Or even on that part. I've got Winter Stella going everywhere. What I'm going to do, I'm going to grab some tape. My thin stuff. And I'm going to get 2 tiny little pieces as well. I'll show you what I'm going to do. I'll cut that into 2. First of all, I'm going to add this on the back. Oh, that one looks like the back to me. Just going to add that on there. Love this stuff. Once it hits material, it just comes right off. And then I'm going to paste my little bow where I want it. Very sticky. Very sticky indeed. And then I can turn my tails and just have a tiny little piece under the tails, just so I can have them going which way I want. Peel off the back and then, oops, and then I can turn that tail just how I want it. it down. Same with this one. Tiny little bit of tape. And then I can pull that tail just where I want it. Isn't that beautiful? Absolutely beautiful. Any tape, just push it in. And there we have it. There is my double fun my double fun fold card using the All That You Are stamp set, and it stands up a dream. Just beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. I love it. There's the one I did it earlier with the top folding. Didn't have any Winker Stella on there, but again that would stand up, you know, it does stay open. Perhaps I'll add some Winker Stella to that and some more dots. Let's have a quick look. Oh yes, I think those little dots just add a little bit of something else to your card. Instead of being just plain and boring. Just gorgeous. Lovely. And not as many as I've got on there, but perfect. Couple more in there. Beautiful. And I'm just going to leave it like that. Maybe add a bit of Winker Stella. And then we've got two beautiful cards then. It's the same measurement for this. It's still 8. Wait there. Oh, it is still, let me just measure that. It's 4 by 8. Yeah, just folded in the long way. So let me just double check. Oh, actually that is, yes, because it needs to be 5 1/4 by 8, so it's 4 that way and 5 1/4, so it's, yeah, 10.5, and just fold it in half at 5 1/4, so you still get the top folding one as well as the side folding one. So it's 4 by 10.5, which would make it 8 by 5 1/4, and you'd fold at 4, and this one you fold it at 5 1/4, and you'd have it 5 1/4 by 4, the same piece, top folding or opening the normal way or side folding. I use Granny Apple Green on the leaves there. And you could still have both cards exactly the same, just one's a top open fold and the other one's a side open fold. And there we go. 2 beautiful cards. One with the ribbon, one without. What do you reckon? I hope you like. I would really love a thumbs up and a share. I think it's beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Same with this one. This one's the side opener. This one's the top opener. Love them both. Thank you for watching. I'd love a thumbs up and a share. If you haven't subscribed already, I would really appreciate it if you did. I'll press the little button, the bell straight away. I do post every single day, so you'll be notified if you press the bell that I make videos every day, and you'll be able to pop along and see the videos. I do premieres every night as well with them. So the first showing, if you want to click on the video afterwards and click set reminder, you can come along at the time stated on the video and join in with the chat and come and have a chat with me and the girls. There's about, we've had as many as 50 in the room, not all chatting, but up to 50 ladies viewing at the same time. And more are starting to join in, which is amazing. I absolutely love it. And so do all the other ladies. They love it. A little family is growing of Premier girls, we call her. We have gentlemen joining, our lovely Ian. We've got Gloria, Catherine, Adele, Laura, Audrey, Debs, Gertie, Catherine, oh, endless, Betsy, Patsy, Betty, oh, there's so many of you, we love it, Maria, you're all there, you're all wonderful. So come and join us, come and have a chin wag. Speak to you soon, everybody. Love you all. Bye.